Hey guys, this is my first YouTube video, go ahead and watch it if you want to see me recreate this look right here, and leave me constructive criticism. Tell me what you want to see more of, or what I did wrong, or what you liked about it. This is my first video, so I was super nervous and camera shy at first, and you can definitely tell how I grab the courage, the guts, when I finally start acting like, can really be me in front of the camera. And, I had so much fun filming this, so, give it a thumbs up, subscribe, like it, comment, all that jazz. Okay, guys. Okay, so I'm just gonna start by priming my face. I'm using the Makeup Forever Step 1 Skin Equalizer. This is the smoothing primer. Okay, and then I'm just gonna go in with my foundation. I'm using the Estee Lauder Double Wear Foundation. I'm using 2-in-1 Desert Beige. This is my favorite. I'm just gonna spray my brush with some Fix Plus. This is the Real Techniques buffing brush. The only thing I don't really like about this foundation is that it doesn't have a pump, because I hate having to dab it out. I think it's just kind of unsanitary. So I'm just gonna start blending that in. Where did I leave my, found my cap. So I'm just going to start buffing that in. Okay, and then I just like to grab this is the Real Techniques Expert. I actually don't remember what this is called, but it's kind of like a beauty blender, and I like to again spray it with Fix Plus and then just dab it all over, just to get rid of any lines my brush could have left, and just to really press the makeup in. And then I love how the Fix Plus makes me look nice and dewy. That's my favorite look because my face is very dry, so I like to add a little life to it. Okay, so after that I'm just gonna go ahead and use concealer. I'm gonna do the Nars Creamy Radiant Concealer. I just have a little tiny sample size. I just wanted to try out the colors. This is the vanilla shade. I think it says vanilla 2 on it. I'm gonna put a little bit of Fix Plus on it, and then I'm just going to blend that out. Okay, so after that, I'm just gonna go ahead and I do use a primer, but I'm just gonna prime my eyelids with concealer. I'm using the same concealer I used under my eye, only this is the shade medium custard, medium 1 custard. I just prefer this color to prime my eyelids, so that's what I'm gonna do. And I'm just gonna go ahead and set all the areas I put concealer in. I'm going to be using the Rmca original no color powder, and I'm gonna apply that with my Real Techniques setting brush. I'm not gonna really bake my face or anything, but I mean, I guess kind of I will let this set on for a little, and then I'll wipe it off, but it's nothing crazy. Okay, so after that, I'm just gonna go ahead and fill in my eyebrows. I'm going to be using the Anastasia Brow Definer in medium brown. I actually didn't like this product at first. It was not my favorite. And then I didn't use it for a while. And then I just started using it again. And I just learned how to use it. And I found how it worked. And I love it now. It does actually make filling in my eyebrows a lot faster. The camera actually stopped filming while I was filling these out, so I'm sorry guys. I'm sorry. But now they're nice and done. Now I'm just gonna start with my eyes. The Tartelette in Bloom palette, I completely adore it. Adore this palette. So that's what I'm going to use today for this look. So I'm actually going to go in with the Morphe G24 brush. And I'm going to go into the shade I don't even want to show my palette because it's like a little beat up. But I'm going to go into this shade right here called Flower Child. And I'm just going to use that as a base. The Morphe M412 brush, and I'm gonna go in the color Sweetheart right here, and I'm actually gonna just use that color all over the lid. I'm actually getting ready for my friend Allison's bridal shower. So Allison, if you're watching, I'm getting ready for your bridal shower. I'm gonna go in with the shade Rebel in the same Tartelette palette. It's this color right here. So with that same Morphe brush, I'm going to apply this all over the lid and just move it up a little bit to the crease as well. I'm just gonna go back and forth blending just so that it's nice and seamlessly blended and it looks like it blends on forever. Well, now that that's all blended, I'm going to go ahead and go with another shade in this palette. I'm going to go into this one right here, this shade here. It's Leader. It's my favorite shade in the whole palette. And I'm actually going to switch brushes. I'm going to go in with the MAC 217 brush. Mine is, you can't see the name anymore, but I'm sure it's 217 or 214. Oh my god, makeup lovers out there in the world hate me right now. Just, in windshield wiper motions, blend, blend, blend. So we're just gonna, this step is actually, I think, the one that takes the longest because you just have to keep going back in and blending. But if our eye looks like a mess, like we just got punched in the face, it's okay. Because we're going to clean it up later and we're going to look flawless. So we're just going to go ahead and go on to the next eye. Okay, so yeah, I'm going to go in with that Super Shock eyeshadow in Weenie. I love it though. These are my favorite types of colors. And I'm just going to focus that on the middle of the eye. And then we're going to do the same thing to the other eye. intensify that color with my Naked 3 palette. I'm going to go in the color Trick, this one right here. And I'm going to go with that same brush. I'm just going to go on top of that, the Color Pop. And then we'll just go ahead and go in like afterwards and really like blend it out so it looks seamless. Okay, I don't know what I'm saying. What I'm going to do now is like blend it out a little bit. I'm going to use the Morphe B18 brush. And I'm going to go into that Leader shade again from the Tartelette palette, the Tartelette in Bloom palette. Back in with that Naked 3 palette shade in Trick. Almost done. Gonna go into the under eye area. This Anastasia double-ended brush. I actually think this brush probably came in like my Rmca palette quite a while ago. But we're gonna use it because I really love this side. It's my fave. So I'm gonna go into that color Sweetheart again from the Tartelette in Bloom palette, and I'm just gonna use that color to smoke out my under eye area, my you know, the bottom lid, the bottom, you know, not the bottom lid. Okay, now. So then I went into that Rebel shade again in the same Tartelette in Bloom palette, and I am smoking it out, but I'm just focusing it on the outer corner, bringing to the rest of the eye, but most of the color is going to be at the end. Okay, so now that we look like death, let's clean this up. So I'm going to go back in with my Real Techniques setting brush, and I'm going to wipe away all that excess powder, setting powder that I had put on before, and then I'm going to kind of buff away the excess shadow color that I had. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go into this shade right here called Funny Girl, and with my finger, my ring finger to be exact, I'm going to go into the shade and apply that to the inner corner. After that, go into my Naked 3 palette, and in the colors, I'm going to go in on the color Stranger right here, and that's what I'm going to use to, you know, highlight this brow bone. Okay, so now that our eyes are almost done, I'm going to go ahead and contour my face. Actually, before I do that, I'm going to set my face with the Estee Lauder Double Wear Stay in Place Powder Makeup in 1W2 Sand. I know it sounds kind of excessive to use a foundation powder on top of foundation, but I'm using a really fluffy brush, flimsy fluffy brush. This is the Bare Minerals Flawless Face Brush. So it doesn't really deposit a lot of product, and I actually just really like the way that it looks. Okay, so after I powder my face, I'm going to go ahead and contour. I'm going to be using the Kat Von D Shade and Light palette, contour palette. I'm going to use the middle shade, which is Shadow Play. If I use the Subconscious shade, I think it looks like dirt. on me. Totally can use it, but sometimes if I get a little out of hand, which homegirl does, I have some dirt on my face, like a really harsh dirt line. So I'm going to be using the MAC 133 brush. This is heaven. I love this thing. I actually didn't like it at first, and then I learned how to use it, and now I love it. I hope my lighting isn't bad, guys, because that would really suck. Bring that down the neck. I'm gonna go again with my Rmca powder. I'm just gonna shake it out. I'm going to clean the contour. Magical. And now for my favorite part. My blush. I'm going to be using my favorite blush of all time. And trust me, if I could eat this blush, I would eat it and be it. I would be and eat this blush. It's the MAC Warm Soul Mineralized Blush. And like, I can't let it go. I can't let it go. It's my favorite. It's my favorite. So I'm just going to apply that onto the apples of my cheeks. I mean, come on. I'm playing nice right now, but like if I wasn't on camera, I would dig my brush into that blush and just take it to town. Just take it to town. But come on, we're being civilized right now. Blush freak, and I don't know when to stop. Blush addict. I'm gonna go into highlight. And I'm a highlight freak also, and I'm gonna use the Balm Mary Luminizer. So let's just, and I'm a highlight freak, so this is not the only highlight I'll be using today. Okay, so after that, I'm gonna go in with the star of the show. This is Anastasia Beverly Hills Illuminator in Starlight. I love it. So with that same Morphe brush, I'm gonna go ahead and put some mascara on. So I'm actually just gonna try this Estee Lauder Sumptuous Bold Volume Lifting Mascara. I've never used it before, so we'll see how it works. Okay, so I don't really tend to curl my lashes, but this mascara seems to be pretty nice. I mean, it's okay. Now I'm gonna go ahead and do my lips. I'm gonna use Jeffree Star's Androgyny, because we know why. Because it's beautiful and majestic and lovely. And lovely. So that's what I'm going to be using today. I don't know, has anyone noticed that these kind of have like a... Oh, no. Sorry guys, I got sidetracked. Gotta re-highlight my nose. They have like a scent to them. Well, I mean, this one does have a scent. I mean, it doesn't linger. I mean, just as you're applying it, you can really smell it hardcore, but it doesn't linger or anything. The applicator on this is really good. So now that I'm gonna have my lipstick on, I'm gonna go ahead and set my face with some Fix Plus. If I can find it on my counter. And like just bathe in it, you know, just bathe in it. Okay guys, so this is the finished look. I hope you guys like it.